Hello everybody, welcome to a brand new video, and this is on quite a depressing topic, but it is actually quite good as well. Now, as we can see, recently the stock market has been doing another downturn in certain places, and this is bad, but this could mean a second, basically a second crash for the markets. As you can see here on the 1 month or even the 3 month, it's starting to go down. Will it continue to go down? We don't know, obviously. But if it does, this would be a great time to make this video because I'm going to be showing you how you can actually make money even when stocks go down. And this is on the other side of the app, so some people might be thinking, is it a good time to invest in stocks? Maybe it's not a good time to invest in stocks, but that doesn't mean it's not necessarily a bad time to invest or trade stocks in a different way. So using the Trading 212 app, as we always do, or at least usually do, perhaps that will change in the future. We're going to go over to the CFD side. CFD, if you don't already know what it is, it's basically a contract for difference. I've explained this many times, but I'm going to explain it again in this instance because I never really talk about shorting stocks, but we're just going to pick something random. We're going to pick Tesla. And we can see here, there are two options. It says buy on the top at a certain price and sell on the bottom at a different price. So I'm going to explain what that actually means right now, because this could be used to not necessarily lose money on the stock market when it goes down, but actually gain it, and I will explain how that works right now. Our favourite note app, and I'm just going to explain how this works. So, for instance, let's just say the price is £1.50 here. This is £1.60, and obviously £1.40, and so on. So you can imagine here, let's say the stock value to go up on it, to buy it rather, to bet on it, is at £1.50. So buy here. Now, sometimes depending on how the stock is looking to do in the future, it might be a high level to short the stock. So for instance, profits might kick in at a low point here, even though the stock's trading around here. So profits might kick in here when we shorten the stock. But obviously, if we're anticipating a large downturn, which we would be anticipating if the markets crashed again, like I said, we can't predict if they actually are going to, but if we're expecting that, and the price of this stock maybe plummets to £1, obviously it's just a fictional stock, maybe it goes all the way down here, or even further down, we don't even know, maybe it just crashes down, and everything from this point is profit. So what is actually a CFD? So CFD is a bet on the price, so we don't actually own any stock whatsoever, so it's zero stock, but it is a bet on the price. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but this just means if we are certain, or at least if we have strong thoughts that the market is going to downturn, we can bet against it. So the things to note with the CFD side are it can be a bit more risky. I've talked about this in a CFD video that I've made. So obviously, you can get stopped out because it's a bet, and smaller price moves can leave you with less profit, and also sometimes more reward or less reward. So like I said, less profit if it goes up. So because we're trading with leverage, rewards are magnified, but that means that if we go down here and make a large profit and then the stock bounces up to here, we could probably even get stopped out there if we don't have enough funds in our account. But if we do think that there's going to be a relatively, stable downturn, you can imagine, then perhaps it would be a good idea to bet on CFDs. So I've talked about CFDs, and there are many videos on YouTube talking about CFDs and how they work and how you can short the markets using CFDs. But yeah, you can actually short the markets. I'm not saying it's going to work all the time, but it can work if you know what you're doing or you're willing to take the risk. So if you're certain, or at least you believe that a price is going to go up or down, and especially down, because a lot of people wouldn't necessarily trade CFDs anyway, but if you wanted to not trade CFDs, but you think it's not a great time to invest in the market, and you think there is going to be another downturn, you can also bet on the prices going back down. So that's an option for you. I would recommend at least looking into it if you can. And if you want to see some more videos on CFDs, there are some on the channel. So if you could go and check them out, I would appreciate it massively. And if you could subscribe to the channel, I would appreciate that massively as well. So I will see you in the next video. Goodbye for now.